Hi guys, thanks for coming back to the channel. In this video I want to talk to you about Bitcoin Cash, my last few days buying and selling Bitcoin Cash. In fact, I bought a few days ago and I sold early on today. So I'm going to share this with you because quite a few of you were interested to know what I'm doing as I was mentioning it in the previous videos. Before we get to that, quick look at the market. And as we can see, the market is not looking very good. But it is one of those things, ups and downs, nothing really strange happening. Is expected for the price to go up, then down, up and down. Bitcoin obviously has fallen quite a bit to 5,372, but maybe it's one of those days where people are obviously selling, pushing the price down and then buying cheaper in order to increase their portfolio. Now, in regards to my Bitcoin Cash, a lot of people really don't see Bitcoin Cash as being anything special, not seeing really any potentials with it. But myself personally, I do see lots of potential in the future with Bitcoin Cash, as well as I see potentials in making money with it. So what I did a few days ago was I went in, I had some fiat money sitting in, and as you can see right here on October 15th, I bought 90.2 Bitcoin Cash. That's the fiat money I had. The total cost was $23,497. Sorry, euro. I bought in euro. We're gonna look at in a moment the exchange, and we see the profits I was able to make within 3 days of buying and selling Bitcoin Cash. So here it is, a 90.2 bought at price of 260.5 euro per Bitcoin Cash. I felt. You see, what we have to remember is that every crypto has its days. One goes up, the other one maybe goes down, another one goes up. Every crypto sooner or later will have its days. Now, I was tracking Bitcoin Cash, and to be honest with you, I like Bitcoin Cash. I do want to have Bitcoin Cash in my portfolio, and I was looking forward to obviously trying to make some money with it in order to then increase my portfolio. And in the moment when we look at the profits, you can clearly see that I am now in a position to buy around, if the price go back to 260, 250 euro, I'll be in a position to buy quite a bit with the profits. So I felt like Bitcoin has been going up for a few days. Bitcoin Hash obviously was going down, and it had to switch. And normally what you see is people that like Bitcoin, they will switch between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. That's and initially, when even Bitcoin Cash was created, I said this is great opportunity for people to obviously move between the two Bitcoin, obviously cryptocurrencies, and try to make money. So I had fiat, I was sitting on it, simply because I just was waiting for the Bitcoin Cash to drop. And what you have to also remember is there's no way you can catch always the right time to buy. And also I wouldn't advise to go in with all your money in one go, simply because things do fluctuate. Myself, I went in for 90.2. That's all the money I had because I did few other things, and this is the money I wanted to obviously spend, and they came up to 90.2. So 23,497 on October 15th, 3 days ago, as you can see early on. Now, what also I must say is that I don't like keeping cryptocurrency on exchange, and I knew I'm gonna have to sit on it for a few days. Probably I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. I did withdraw my Bitcoin Cash to my Ledger Nano S wallet. I let it sit there, and then when I saw the price coming up, I said, okay, now it's my time to get in, watch the market and try to sell. However, with a Kraken, because I use Kraken for exchange, it takes around 10 hours. It could take less or more, but it took around 10 hours for my Bitcoin Cash to be credited. Therefore, I missed the top obviously opportunity to sell, but I'm not greedy. I'm happy with what I made, and I'm looking forward to obviously the future. Right, so as you can see, as soon as it got credited, I decided to sell first 40. I said, okay, let me sell 40 in a bit. I set obviously a sell price at 326.5. I was happy with this price. This was actually, I think, one of the top price for the last 24 hours. As you can see, 291 was the lowest, the highest 347 in the last 24 hours. But I was happy with the 326.5. So I sold 40 at 13,167. and then I sold another 32.3 at 326. Then I saw the price actually picking up down a bit. I was like debating, let me give it a try, see what happens. I saw, as you can see, 0.61, 0.66, just for the sake of it, just to, but this is the main things here is obviously where I made the money, and then I stopped selling. As you can see, I'm actually still sitting on a 46.1 Bitcoin cash, so I still got quite a bit to play around with if I decide to do so. So going back to the trade, so I sold 72, let's say 73 Bitcoin cash for the price of 326. Okay, I mean, I sold 40 for the price of 326.5, but obviously because I sold, you know, 1 Bitcoin cash here, a little bit cheaper, and obviously because of the cost that you pay for the trading, you know, the fee, I'll call it a 326 for all the Bitcoin cash I've sold. So I sold a 73 Bitcoin cash. Now we're gonna pull up the calculator. Gonna look at first if okay, so I bought a 260.5, so let's say just the 73. I bought 90, but obviously I sold only 73, so we're gonna look at the 73, the price for the 73. I can still sell the rest and still be in profit, but I'm gonna keep it for the moment. So 73 I bought for 260.5. So I spent 19,016 euros for the 73 Bitcoin cash. Now let me write this down, 19,016, and I sold now, let's say for 326 as we said. So 73 times 326, that equals to 23,800. Let's say 800. So 23,800. So 23,800 minus the 19,000, let's call it 19,000. So 23,800 minus 19,000. I've made 4,800 euro in 3 days. Now we're gonna open the conversion, so we're gonna see how much this is in dollars. 4,800 equals to nearly $5,650 within 3 days trading Bitcoin Cash. And as you can see, I still were able to come up at the right time, because now you know, Bitcoin Cash is going further down. Even this sale here at 319, the 0.66 is still a good sale, although obviously I didn't want to sell a lot in that price. But as you can see, Bitcoin Cash is dipping down. I'm happy to keep this, but at this point I can come back, purchase what I obviously sold, the 73, and still be left with quite a bit of money. But I'm gonna sit on it now. I'm gonna sit on my fiat, I'm gonna sit on my Bitcoin Cash and see what happens. But for the moment, as you can see, I was able to buy, and then I was able to sell and make 5,000 what was it right here, $5,650 within 3 days, which I think is excellent. I'm very happy with it. I may go back now and purchase some Bitcoin before obviously the fork. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but what we have to remember, and hopefully this video is useful to you guys, that if you want to trade, you have to watch the market, and you have to remember every currency has its days. There wasn't much happening around Bitcoin Cash. In fact, if you search, there's nothing really going on. Nobody talks, so you know, around Bitcoin Cash at the moment. Everyone is concentrating on the Bitcoin, the fork that is coming up. But if you do follow trades, you see that, you know, when price goes up, eventually has to go down, because the people who trade, you know, they manipulate the price. If they have large quantity, they have to be able to sell, push the price down, then to be able to buy. That's one way, obviously, to manipulate and force the price, as well as it is normal. If you look at the history of the market, prices just keeps going up and down constantly. As you can see now, Bitcoin Cash is going up a bit. Now is down by quite a lot, and I'm very happy. So this is what I've been doing with my Bitcoin Cash investments, trading. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. As you can see, continues to dip, and it's actually going very close to the lowest within the last 24 hours. If it dips down to 260, 250 in euros, I will definitely go back and purchase my 73 and increase my holdings again, and I'll be left with quite a bit of profit. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you enjoy the channel, feel free to subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.